My beloved child. Something has shifted, and the silence you created did not go unnoticed. The moment you pulled your energy back, the atmosphere around this connection changed. There was no announcement, no argument, no dramatic goodbye, just a quiet withdrawal that spoke louder than any words ever could. And that is where the awareness began. Don't skip. They feel it in the pauses. In the spaces where your presence used to be constant, comforting, and predictable. Your absence is no longer confusing to them, it is clarifying. They know this distance did not come from weakness. It came from strength that finally chose peace over explanation. Stay till the end. At first, they told themselves stories. They said you were busy. They said it was temporary. They said you would come back the way you always did. But time has a way of stripping away denial. With every day that passed, the truth grew louder. You stopped giving what was draining you. Something huge is waiting for you. Your energy was never small. It carried reassurance, attention, patience, and emotional safety. When you withdrew it, they noticed the imbalance immediately. Conversations felt empty. Days felt unfinished. The connection felt incomplete. Not because you disappeared, but because you finally stopped overgiving. Don't skip. Here is the part they may never say out loud, your silence forced reflection. Without your constant presence, they had to sit with their own thoughts. They replayed moments they once overlooked. They remembered times you showed up when you didn't have to. They started recognizing the effort they assumed would always be there. Stay till the end. They are aware now that your withdrawal was not punishment. It was self-respect. You didn't leave to make a point, you left to protect your inner balance. And that realization carries weight. It changes how they see you. It changes how they see themselves. Something huge is waiting for you. This awareness did not arrive all at once. It arrived slowly, in quiet moments, late at night, and in unexpected reminders. A song. A memory. A familiar thought. Each one whispering the same truth, your energy mattered more than they admitted before. Don't skip. They understand now that when someone stops trying, it's not because they stopped caring, it's because they cared for too long without being met halfway. Your withdrawal became a mirror. And in that mirror, they saw what they risked losing. Stay till the end. This is only the beginning of what is unfolding. The awareness is real. The shift is real. And the story is far from finished. Something huge is waiting for you. Listen closely. The shift you created did more than create distance, it created awareness that cannot be undone. When your energy stopped flowing the way it used to, something inside them became unsettled. Not angry. Not dramatic. Just deeply unsettled. Because for the first time, they could feel what life was like without the constant warmth you brought into their world. Don't skip. They noticed it in the smallest details. The delay before responding. The silence where reassurance once lived. The calm firmness in your absence. This was not an accident. They know now that you did not drift away, you chose yourself. Stay till the end. Here is what shook them the most: you did not chase. You did not ask for validation. You did not explain your worth. That silence carried a power they were not prepared for. It forced them to confront something uncomfortable, the realization that you were never dependent on them, only generous with them. Something huge is waiting for you. They became aware that your energy was the glue, the stabilizer, the quiet force holding everything together. And once it was gone, the imbalance became obvious. Suddenly, they were the one wondering. The one replaying moments. The one feeling the absence echo. Don't skip. Your withdrawal exposed truth. It revealed who was giving more, who was adapting more, who was holding space without receiving the same in return. And now, that truth sits heavy in their thoughts. They understand that access to you was never guaranteed, it was earned. Stay till the end. What surprised them most was not the distance, it was your peace. You did not crumble. You did not break. You became calmer, clearer, more grounded. That is when awareness turned into recognition. They see now that your energy was never weak, it was valuable. Something huge is waiting for you. They are aware that when someone like you steps back, it is not a threat, it is a boundary. And boundaries change everything. They change perspective. They change respect. They change how someone values what they once took for granted. Don't skip. This awareness is still unfolding. It is growing quietly, steadily, powerfully. And the impact of your withdrawal has only just begun to reveal its full meaning. Stay till the end. Because what comes next will not be forced, rushed, or demanded. It will happen because awareness has finally arrived. Something huge is waiting for you. Notice this. What they are experiencing now is not confusion, it is recognition. The moment your energy withdrew, a silent comparison began. They started measuring how things feel now against how things felt when you were fully present. And that contrast is impossible to ignore. Don't skip. They are aware that something essential is missing. Not noise. Not attention. But depth. Your energy carried meaning, intention, and emotional consistency. Without it, interactions feel thinner, less grounded, less real. They know it now, even if they never say it. Stay till the end. Here is the shocking truth: your withdrawal made them more aware of you than your constant presence ever did. When you were always available, your value blended into the background. But absence sharpened focus. Silence amplified memory. Distance created clarity. Something huge is waiting for you. They replay moments where you showed patience instead of pressure. Understanding instead of demand. Loyalty without conditions. And with each memory comes the realization that they did not protect what was rare. They assumed it would remain. Don't skip. This awareness did not come gently. It arrived through discomfort. Through the feeling of losing control over the dynamic. Through the realization that they can no longer predict you, manage you, or rely on your emotional labor. That shift changed everything. Stay till the end. They are starting to understand that your energy was not endless, it was intentional. And once you stopped investing it where it was not balanced, the connection lost its familiar rhythm. They feel that loss now, deeply. Something huge is waiting for you. What unsettles them most is not that you pulled away, it's that you did it quietly, confidently, and without resentment. That kind of withdrawal signals self-worth. And self-worth demands respect, whether spoken or not. Don't skip. They are aware that you did not withdraw to be chased. You withdrew because something within you realigned. You chose alignment over attachment. Peace over proving. And that choice carries a gravity they cannot ignore. Stay till the end. Your silence became a statement. Not of rejection, but of boundaries. And boundaries change how people see you. They elevate perception. They reset dynamics. They remind others that access to you is not automatic. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the stage where realization deepens. Where they begin to question their own actions, timing, and assumptions. Where they recognize that your energy was never ordinary, it was stabilizing. Don't skip. What comes next is not about forcing outcomes. It is about awareness settling in fully. And once awareness takes root, it alters everything that follows. Stay till the end. Because this shift is not fading. It is solidifying. Something huge is waiting for you. Pay attention now. This is the stage where awareness turns into impact. What they feel is no longer subtle. Your withdrawn energy has reshaped the entire dynamic, and they are fully conscious of it. They understand now that something irreversible shifted the moment you stopped pouring into what was not pouring back into you. Don't skip. They are aware that your absence is not empty, it is powerful. It carries intention. It carries clarity. It carries a message without words. And that message is unmistakable. You no longer negotiate your worth through effort. Stay till the end. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization hitting them now. Your energy was not just presence, it was regulation. When you stepped back, the emotional balance collapsed. What once felt easy now feels heavy. What once flowed now feels forced. They feel that difference every single day. Something huge is waiting for you. They recognize that you didn't withdraw suddenly, you withdrew after understanding. After patience. After giving chances. That awareness brings a quiet sense of accountability. They know this distance is not accidental. It is earned. Don't skip. What surprises them most is how stable you became after stepping back. You are not restless. You are not chasing clarity. You are grounded. That stability sends a signal stronger than words ever could. It tells them you have found something more valuable than attachment, inner balance. Stay till the end. They are now fully aware that access to your energy was a privilege, not a right. And once that privilege was removed, they felt the weight of what they overlooked. The realization is sharp, humbling, and unforgettable. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the point where everything changes internally. Where they begin to understand that your silence is not absence, it is self-respect in motion. And self-respect changes how people think, feel, and respond. Don't skip. They know now that if things ever shift again, it will not be because you return to who you were, but because they rose to meet who you became. That awareness alone has altered the future of this connection. Stay till the end. Because this is not the end of the story. It is the moment the truth settles in completely. Something huge is waiting for you. Look at this moment. What is happening now goes deeper than awareness, it reaches acceptance. They are no longer questioning why your energy changed. They know exactly why. And that knowing has settled into them in a way that cannot be shaken or ignored. Don't skip. They understand now that your withdrawal was not emotional distance, it was emotional intelligence. You saw what was happening before they did. You recognized the imbalance before it became visible. And when you stepped back, you did so with clarity, not confusion. Stay till the end. Here is the surprising truth they are finally facing. Your energy was the standard. It set the tone for how connection felt, how communication flowed, how safety existed. Without it, everything feels quieter, colder, and less meaningful. They feel that contrast every day. Something huge is waiting for you. They are aware that you stopped reacting. You stopped explaining. You stopped adjusting yourself to maintain comfort for someone else. That shift changed how they see you entirely. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer accessible in the same way. And that has created a new level of respect. Don't skip. This part is important. They know now that your silence is not uncertainty, it is decision. You chose to conserve your energy rather than spend it where it was not being honored. That realization carries weight. It forces maturity. It forces honesty. Stay till the end. They reflect on moments where you gave more than required. Where you stayed longer than necessary. Where you offered understanding without receiving it equally. And now they see those moments clearly, not as small gestures, but as proof of depth they underestimated. Something huge is waiting for you. What unsettles them most is that you are no longer waiting. You are not pausing your growth. You are not standing still. Your energy has moved inward, becoming stronger, calmer, and more intentional. That inner shift is impossible to miss. Don't skip. They recognize now that your energy was never something they could replace or replicate. It was specific. It was rare. And once it was gone, the absence revealed its true value. Stay till the end. This is where realization becomes permanent. Where awareness transforms into understanding. Where they finally grasp that your withdrawal was not an ending, it was an evolution. Something huge is waiting for you. And this moment will be remembered. Understand this clearly. What has unfolded now is irreversible awareness. They are no longer reacting emotionally, they are processing reality. Your withdrawn energy has rewritten the rules of the connection, and they know it. Not instinctively. Consciously. Don't skip. They are aware that the version of you who once adjusted, waited, and softened edges no longer exists. And that realization is unsettling. Because they now see that your energy did not fade, it evolved. It matured. It stopped leaking outward and began building inward strength. Stay till the end. Here is the revelation they did not expect. When you stopped giving, you didn't become distant, you became powerful. Your calm created contrast. Your silence created gravity. Your absence created presence. And that shift changed how they experience everything connected to you. Something huge is waiting for you. They recognize now that you did not withdraw out of emotion. You withdrew out of clarity. You saw what the dynamic had become, and instead of fighting it, you stepped out of it. That choice revealed a level of self-respect they did not anticipate. Don't skip. What unsettles them deeply is this: you are no longer accessible through old patterns. What once worked no longer reaches you. What once pulled your attention no longer moves you. That awareness forces them to confront their own consistency, effort, and intentions. Stay till the end. They are aware that your energy was never loud, but it was foundational. It brought balance without control. Support without pressure. Presence without demand. And when that foundation was removed, the structure felt unstable. Something huge is waiting for you. They understand now that your withdrawal was not meant to be temporary. It was meant to be corrective. It reset how you value your time, attention, and emotional space. That reset changed the entire dynamic permanently. Don't skip. This is the moment they realize something critical: if anything ever shifts again, it will not be because you lowered your standards, it will be because they elevated theirs. Your energy set the bar. And once it was removed, the height of that bar became obvious. Stay till the end. They are aware now that you are no longer waiting for recognition. You are no longer pausing your life. You are no longer centered on outcome. Your energy is aligned, focused, and self-contained. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not closure. This is transformation settling into place. And it will not be forgotten. Feel this shift. This is the moment where understanding turns inward for them. They are no longer focused on what you are doing, they are focused on what they failed to recognize while your energy was still present. And that realization sits quietly, but heavily, in their awareness. Don't skip. They know now that your withdrawal was not emotional distance. It was emotional maturity. You did not leave in chaos. You did not exit in noise. You stepped back with calm certainty, and that calm is what unsettled them the most. Stay till the end. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime truth settling in: your energy was never just care, it was direction. It gave the connection meaning, momentum, and emotional clarity. Without it, they feel unsure, disconnected, and off balance. That contrast cannot be unseen. Something huge is waiting for you. They are aware now that you stopped responding the moment you stopped feeling aligned. You did not explain because you no longer needed validation. You did not argue because you no longer needed permission. That awareness changed how they view strength. Don't skip. What stands out to them now is your composure. You are not seeking closure. You are not waiting for words. You are not circling the past. Your energy moved forward, and that forward motion speaks louder than any explanation ever could. Stay till the end. They recognize that your silence is not emptiness, it is fullness redirected. You chose to invest in yourself instead of repeating patterns that cost you peace. That choice carries a weight they now feel deeply. Something huge is waiting for you. They are aware that you are no longer available to be misunderstood, taken lightly, or accessed without intention. Your energy now requires awareness, effort, and respect. And that realization has reshaped how they think about you entirely. Don't skip. This is where the truth becomes undeniable. You did not lose anything by withdrawing. You gained clarity, stability, and self-alignment. And they gained awareness, perhaps too late, but unmistakably real. Stay till the end. Because this moment is not about what returns or changes externally. It is about what has already shifted permanently within you. Something huge is waiting for you. And this awareness will remain. Observe this carefully. This is the phase where awareness settles into certainty. They are no longer questioning what changed, they are living inside the consequences of that change. Your withdrawn energy has become a constant reference point, and they feel its impact in ways they never anticipated. Don't skip. They are aware now that your presence once softened everything. It made uncertainty easier to handle. It made silence less heavy. When you stepped back, that softness disappeared, and reality became sharper. That contrast taught them more than words ever could. Stay till the end. Here is the shocking realization forming within them: your energy was not just emotional, it was stabilizing. It brought order where there was inconsistency. Calm where there was tension. Direction where there was hesitation. And once it was gone, imbalance became impossible to ignore. Something huge is waiting for you. They recognize now that you did not withdraw to create distance, you withdrew to restore balance. You stopped overextending. You stopped compensating. You stopped carrying what was not yours to hold. That awareness has permanently altered how they perceive connection. Don't skip. What they notice most is your detachment from outcomes. You are no longer reacting to what they do or don't do. Your energy has become steady, self-directed, and grounded. That independence unsettles them, because it cannot be controlled or predicted. Stay till the end. They are aware that your silence is intentional, not accidental. It reflects a decision made from clarity, not emotion. And that kind of decision carries authority. It shifts respect. It changes dynamics. It resets expectations. Something huge is waiting for you. They understand now that when you withdrew, you didn't lose interest, you reclaimed your focus. You redirected your attention toward what nourishes you instead of what drains you. That shift is visible, even without words. Don't skip. This is where realization becomes undeniable. They see that your energy is no longer available for confusion, imbalance, or inconsistency. It now responds only to alignment. And that realization has changed the entire tone of how they think about you. Stay till the end. Because this is not about what they do next. It is about what you have already become. Something huge is waiting for you. And this chapter has sealed that truth. Take this in. This is tea.